Today on the channel, we dive into the Legion, Mythic Legion, and Cosmic Legion for the Wal-Torr the Mad 2-pack Legion Con 2023 exclusive.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mythic/Cosmic Legion unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we're back at it with Wal-Torr the Mad, the Legion Con 2023 exclusive. But for all your Legion needs, make sure you hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Use the link in the description down below. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there in a very interesting 2-pack here, bringing both properties together with the same character between the two different properties is how I assume this goes here. And we're going to take a deep look at this one here in the package first. So usually with the Cosmic and the Mythic Legions, we think of the single packed figures. Well, this is a 2-pack. Once again, a Legion Con exclusive from last year, November 11th and 12th, 2023. What a time to be alive that weekend was, of course. My dad's birthday weekend. Shout out to my dad, a Legionnaire himself, of course. A die-hard member of the Cabal, I believe is my dad. But looking good. You got the big window box right here. Of course, you got the Mythic Legion logo. You got the Cosmic Legion logo. Wal-Torr the Mad down below there. And then on the side here, we got mythiclegions.com, sourcehorseman.com, storehorseman.com. All the usual suspects on the side. You do get a little image. It does say Wal-Torr down here. On this side, you got Wal-Torr looking a little more cosmic with the cosmic style packaging on this side. And then we turn to the back. We got a little bit of War and Peace back here. We got the two glamour shot images, Legion Con logo. Let's see what's going on here. Across the entire realm, a call goes out together like-minded warriors under a single banner, a Cabal. Leading this group in a tireless quest to assemble the Legionnaires is the one they call Wal-Torr the Mad. Once a humble gardener, Wal-Torr found new purpose in his fight to unite the realm. Nothing would stand in his way, and not even death could prevent him from moving forward with his mission. When the cold grip of the grave finally came for Wal-Torr, he shrugged it off and rose from where he had been laid. As long as he had a semblance of life in his bones, Wal-Torr would walk the realm, waving his Cabal banner and gathering more warriors by his side. But Wal-Torr's story does not end there. For there are worlds beyond what we have thus far known. A new universe was discovered, and so the call of the Cabal went out across time and space. Now Wal-Torr pilots his starship across the rings of Cosmarium, an undead ambassador with an army at his call, each member of this force united in their anthem, Cabal above all. So there it is, a little War and Peace right there going on. Very interesting, but let's get them out of the package here. We're going to see what all the fuss is about. Yes, we're going to see it once and for all. Looks like space, deep space. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic prison time. Oh my gosh, we even get a t-shirt back here. How about that? So we get double dose of accessories here, but look at that shirt. Looks like you can put it on a WWE figure if you want to. We'll see how that ends up going. And then, of course, we do got the old plastic prison. Got the two characters, or one character, I guess, two interpretations locked in right here. But I'm going to take it offline, get these guys out of the pack. We'll be back talking all things Wal-Torr the Mad. All right, we got Wal-Torr the Mad ×2 out of the package. And I guess we'll go to Mythic Legions first since they were first. Then we'll do the Cosmic Legions version. But man, oh man, you guys know it. Mythic, Cosmic, doesn't matter what Legion it is. Full of accessories. And I guess we'll start with the accessories for Wal-Torr. I talked about that soft goods shirt. Oh my gosh, put that on your wrestling figures. I'm going to wear it around the house. So there it is. Does fit on there perfectly. You can technically probably put it on these if you want to. Probably not for me, but if you got a custom version of yourself, you can join the Cabal, I guess. You can put this with your Legion figures. You're ready to go, but it is a nice shirt here. Nice soft goods going on. Cabal logo there. Velcro on the back. Very similar to the wrestling shirts we get a lot of the times from the WWE Mattel line, for instance. So we do get that there, which I thought was pretty cool. But now we're going to dive into some of this other stuff. No extra hands with the Mythic Legions version, at least mine. So here it is. We do got his big Here we go. What is this thing called? What is this? It's one of those, the guy usually in the front of a bunch of like knights and stuff, they're carrying this thing, sometimes on horseback, carrying this out there, letting everybody know, here's who's coming, here's who's coming. And this guy usually not protected, usually goes down with an arrow or a bullet, depending on what year you're looking at. But he does got the Cabal logo up on there. Nice big staff, big old gold spot at the top up here, looking very, very nice. This does come apart here, so you can take this fully apart, depending how you want to choose your own adventure. I can see some people saying this is way too big, way too tall right here. So you take it off at this, they can hold it just like this a little easier. Comes down to choosing our own adventure. We're very accustomed to that as well. But a nice little ornate design on here with the old Cabal logo once again. Now we're going to keep on going through. We do get a little bow and arrow action. We get the arrows here. You get the quiver, sure, why not? You get some arrows going on. Does strap onto him. Got a little strap on the side here. Once again, you do get one arrow off to its side you can use by itself. Wish this fit in here. That would have been a nice little accessory, but not part of the course today. But does look good, of course. Got the arrow, and you can't have the arrows without a bow. You do get the big gold bow going on. Beautiful ornate look to it. Nice goldish color. Real string in here. It actually works as well, so if you want to fling some arrows, you can do that. But a big bow and arrow going on set. We're ready for that here all day. And you do get a very barbarian style, almost like Mongolian style, I think. Big old sword here. Got the big curved blade to it, big end on the top, a little green on the handle, a little bit of gold color, a little gold accent. A good, nice thing you could see like a Viking or somebody, or a barbarian having something like this. So we're here for that. Of course, you got to have a merce, a man purse, a satchel, whatever you want to call it. Probably got a map down here so he can find his way home if he needs to. Got a nice design work on here. Probably a Louis Vuitton, I'm sure, back in the day. Nice handle as well. So he's got his stuff. He can store all of his stuff, do whatever he wants to do. He also gets a little knife and a little holder right here. You can once again attach that onto the figure. Nice little curved knife going on. Nice handle as well. Just a little knife there just if you need to get somebody real quick or something like that. So he does have that going on. And then we do get a little potion. Oh, everybody loves a magic potion, especially a magician. But you do get a little magic potion here. Once again, it can straddle onto the figure if you needed to. You do get some shoulder guards here, plug into the back, very G.I. Joe style, but you do get some nice shoulder guards here. Got some dings and dents and scratches. This is a guy that's seen a thing or two over his time, so we do get that. And then I'm here for it. I'm here for some real fur. You know that all day long. Do get a little kind of cape going on over the top. Real fur, man, I'm here for it all day. I love it. I love this. Almost reminds me of Eternia's finest loincloth is what this reminds me of. But looking good, nice and brown. You do got some holes in it, so you can stick these right through there to kind of hold it into place. We'll get it for the glamour shots, of course, but looking nice, all things considered. Now we're diving into the figure itself here. We're going to start with the heads. We get two heads with Wal-Torr the Mad. You get that very old school, I guess, barbarian style helmet head, Viking head, whatever you want to call it. Helmet, I mean. You do get the helmet. You get the point on the top on this one. A little chainmail going off onto the side. Helmet is not removable, so you can't just have a straight up skull if you wanted to. I will say the skull face is beautiful, and you guys know me. I've said it before on both my YouTube channels many times. If you're ever going to have a skull head, you got to have that jaw be able to open up and down. We do get that with Wal-Torr the Mad, so I love that. Love the bone color on this one. The deep set eyes, of course, of a skeleton. Very cool look here. Very... you're like, what happened here? How did this legend fall? How did he fall in the battlefield, and how did he get reanimated? That's kind of the questions you ask when you look at something like this. So I really do like the looks of the head on here. Looking very nice, but we do get a second head as well. We know the Mythic Legions is all about customization, buying multiples of figures, moving different heads, getting different body parts. Man, it can just mess with your mind if you try to think of all the different combinations you can do with some of these Mythic and Cosmic Legion figures. But now we get a second head here. I will say not as cool and not as fun as the first head. You do get a skull face. I'm here for it. A little wrappings around the head, but you don't get the movable jaw. It just feels like it doesn't have as much personality as the head that comes out of the package right here. You get the nice point on the helmet. I do enjoy that helmet a little bit more than this helmet, but I like the face more on this one. So can't mix and match on that end, but it does look good, all things considered. Now we're going to dive into the figure here. Very interesting, of course, bones throughout. So you got bones with armor on it. So you got to protect your bones. If you don't drink enough milk, this is what happens. Then you got to put some guardian on there. So he's got the big shoulder onto bicep guards here. Forearm guards going on in green. We do get two gripping hands with this one. Let's see. Ooh, you always got to be... It's always dangerous with these Mythic Legions, too. You want them to sit in your house for a couple of days before you open up and start playing with them. And still, even then, it's not a bad thing to heat up the joints, of course, with a hair dryer or some hot water. Not a big fan of that. I don't feel we should have to go that step, but it is what it is. Nothing worse than snapping a figure's arm or something, or a leg right out of the package. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that, myself included, as you guys do know. But looking good as far as the armor there. He does got a little bit of a loincloth going, a little protection, a little skirt protection going on down there, and a little bit of a drag down. He's got those Terry Steinbach standard issued, of course, shin guards there. Got to have those. And even has a little bit of nice brown boots going on. Almost looks like work boots is what it looks like. Like he's going to go to a meeting in the office, but looking nice, all things considered there. You do got the overlaying belt here that can be removable if you want to, just kind of floating around. You also get a belt that is stock in there, stuck in, sculpted in there with a nice belt buckle as well. Got the big armor across the front. Looks like he's going to catch. Once again, like a young Terry Steinbach, looks like he's got a chest protector going on there. But looking good. He's even got a little neck protector over the top. Now, we know the head is removable. Of course, these arms are going to go all the way around for us. Single jointed elbows. You do get the side to side. Hands, of course, will be removable. Back and forth, side to side. 2 gripping hands on this one, as I did say. Waist articulation, of course. You do get a little bit of splits. Can we get them? Can we get those skelly splits? We do get a little bit of movement there, and of course a little bit of movement all the way up there. Oh, single jointed knees, very tight. No side to side on that one. Ankles back and forth, up and down. Articulation very tight, as I did say on these. That's kind of the way they come out of the package. You got to heat them up unless you're a crazy person like me. There you go. But does he fit on a ringside collectible Mattel stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. What do you know? A Mattel stand works for him. Not a bad idea putting a guy like this on a Mattel stand. You don't want him falling off a shelf breaking. These are expensive figures. These aren't your $10 to $20 figures. These are about $50 a piece, as we do know. You want to use protection. You want to use protection with these guys for sure. But looking pretty good, all things considered. To me, this is a background player, a little bit of an army builder. Kind of, you get your Legion of the Dead going on, and you get him standing off to the side. Wal-Torr the Mad, Mythic Legion looking pretty good. But now we turn our attention over to the Cosmic side of the fence. And I don't have as much history with the Cosmic Legions as I do with the Mythic Legions. We did unbox the Slog figure on the channel, and that's the extent of my Cosmic Legions unboxings. But now we're going to dive into Wal-Torr the Mad. We're going to truly find out what all the fuss is about. Will say this was packed separately. They must have forgot this along the way, but it is about every hand under the sun you could want for this guy here. So every hand in here. So if you need some hands, you definitely got them right there. Now, we do get a big old shield going on here. A very kind of riot shield is what this looks like. It reminds me of back to the Planet of the Apes movies back in the day. But it's a big old riot shield. He's ready to protect the Cabal, I guess, is what he's ready to do. But looking nice, looking very space-like, too, at the same time. So we do get this handle, hold it on in silver. The handle does come off if you want to remove it. But it is a big shield right there. He's got to protect space, I guess, is what he's got to do. We do get a little backpack action, slides over the top, fits in G.I. Joe style. You got the little plug back there. All orange, and of course, the little black wash, dark wash over the top of this one. So an interesting one. You can use it, you can lose it. You choose your own adventure. Now, you do get a little pipe. Everybody loves the pipe, especially when you're laying the pipe. And we're going to lay the pipe on him. Got a lot of different spots throughout you can connect this to. Once again, it's choose your own adventure with the Cosmic and Mythic Legions. You got ports all over his back, onto his forearms. There's ports everywhere for this. And then there's ports onto the weapons as well. So you can plug this in. It is, like I said, choose your own adventure. So use this however you want to. Plug it in wherever you want, or don't plug it in at all. And speaking of plugs, you get a few more here. You get these clear, they almost look like little shot glasses is what they look like. And then you get a little readout action as well. They all have the same plug. Once again, you plug them into his back, plug them into an arm, plug it into the weapons. Choose your own adventure. We got those going on. Now, we do get 2 weapons here. We get a pistol, and we get a heavy, big old heavy space gun here as well. You do get little side ports. Once again, you can put that pipe into it. You can put the readout into it. Choose your own adventure. You can do all that. But we got 2 guns. Plain Jane, kind of a maroonish red kind of color. But it gets the job done up there in space, apparently. And then we do get another little plug-in. You can put this on his arm, put it on his back, put it on his weapon. Put it wherever you want to go right there. But now we're going to dive into this one, and we're going to dive into the heads and the helmet. We'll start with the stock head first. Very alien-looking, almost robot-looking in the head there. Got the big plastic dome over the top, orange, of course, throughout. A big, big head with kind of a little laser kind of looking in there in the middle. I don't know if that's supposed to be his eye, that's supposed to be a weapon. Not exactly sure what that's supposed to be. However, for me, I think I'm going to use one of these skull heads for him is the way I'm going to go. As you do get 2 extra heads with him. You get 2 skull heads. Now, this kind of feels like the head that would be underneath this mask. It's big, it's crazy. He's got the horns out the side. Big old eye sockets, of course. No mobility on the jaw on this one. It doesn't look like. Nope, none of that going on. But it is a very alien-like head going here. Looking very nice. And then you get a more human-style head, I guess we'll call it, with this one here. And you do get the articulated jaw on this one. So I'm here for that all day long. Once again, you can mix and match if you want to. Some of these heads can go over to here. You can pop this off, put it on there. It truly is choose your own adventure. There's so many different combinations you can do, mix and match between the characters. A lot goes on with this one, so make note of that, of course. But there's something cool, and we get the big space helmet as well. I guess, does this fit over the top? How's this work? I guess it's not going to fit over here, but I guess you could put this in over the top on these helmets, or these heads. Now, the cool thing about a helmet like this, I always like, for some reason, there's something very nightmare fuel about an astronaut flying in space, being dead, and just seeing a skeleton inside the suit. There's something about that is so creepy. The coldness of space, the death, decomposing out there in space. Just a lot to think about. It's a lot to think about. You shouldn't be thinking about things like that, but we do. We do. But you can stick that head in there, and it just look pretty crazy to see a skeleton. Well, there's a dead astronaut is what that is. But a big, big old plastic dome helmet on here. Looking very, very nice. Very good quality on that one there. But that's the accessories with this one. Now we're going to dive into the figure itself. I guess let's look through these arms. The arm does go all the way around for us. Single jointed elbow, side to side at the elbow. Hands removable. We got a plethora of hands, as we do know. Big hula hoop around the waist. All kinds of movement there. Head back and forth. Ooh, yeah, up and down. I was going to say up and down and just kind of crack through the plastic, but we got there. But you get some good up and down, back and forth. And you do get neck articulation as well as the head articulation. So a double dose articulation. Those big old space splits if you need them. Legs do go up. Oh my gosh, single jointed knees. Very tight though, once again. Very tight in the knee department. But they do move. Ankles back and forth, side to side once again. You do get a hole in the foot. Will he fit on a ringside collectible Mattel stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%, as I always do say. No, I don't think he's going to fit. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Nope, not going to fit on a stand. So you're at your mercy with this one right here. But looking good. He's got the orange and black attack, like a young Taz fan back in ECW. Because the orange with the dirty wash throughout, keeping it on brand right there. It looks like orange overlay over kind of a black jumpsuit is kind of how it looks like to me. Got a nice belt over the top, free flowing, not going to be removable. Plenty of ports though, plenty of ports in the forearms and in the belt as we talked about. No ports on the legs anywhere, but you do get the backpack ports. So you could really add any of this stuff. It really is up to your own imagination how you want to do this one here. Big chest emblem there. It almost looks like a kind of a rotator there, almost like what you see in the head on this one. So very interesting look. Then you got the big old bodysuit that goes all the way down to the legs, shin guard. Very robotic-like feet on this guy. Just a guy that looks like he's floating through space. And in this version here with this head, just kind of feels like a background astronaut or maybe even a robot of some kind. You get a little bit more personality when you add the skeleton heads, at least for me. You definitely do. But we got 2 of our favorites here. Wal-Torr the Mad. Do you like him more as a Mythic Legion? Do you like him more as a Cosmic Legion? Is it the crossover event of a lifetime? Very well could be. And it happened at LegionCon 2023. So there it is. A little Cosmic Legion, Mythic Legion unboxing. An interesting set, if there ever was one. Would be interested to hear your thoughts on these 2 figures in the comments down below. Are you more of a Cosmic Legion or a Mythic Legion person? Or are you one of those, I'll take both, I'm hardcore? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel. You get early access to all the videos on this very channel, so check out the old Patreon. Appreciate the support. ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for a little Legion Con exclusive, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.